By a clear, sparkling river, two cranes lived happily. They built a cozy nest high in a tall tree, a safe spot to start their family. One day, the female crane laid 3 eggs, and the cranes were thrilled, dreaming of their chicks. They cared for the eggs daily, filled with joy, but they didn't know trouble was coming. Their peaceful life was about to change, and their precious eggs would soon lead to a series of sad events that would test their hope and strength. One bright morning, the cranes flew to the river to catch fish. The water was full of them, so they ate quickly and returned to their nest, eager to check on their eggs. But when they arrived, their hearts broke. The eggs were gone. They searched everywhere, but there was no sign of the eggs or the thief. Devastated, they realized their future chicks were lost. Hoping to avoid another loss, they built a new nest in a safer spot, determined to protect their next family. Time passed, and the female crane laid more eggs. This time, they were cautious. The male crane went to find food while the female stayed to guard the nest. They followed this routine daily, hoping to keep the eggs safe. But one morning, the male returned to find his mate crying. The eggs were gone again. A snake had slithered in, eaten the eggs, and scared the female away when she tried to fight. Helpless, she watched the snake devour their dreams right before her eyes. The male crane, filled with anger and sadness, sought help from his wise friend, a crab who lived by the river. "We've lost our eggs again," he said. "The snake took them, and I don't know what to do." The crab, calm and thoughtful, listened carefully. After a moment, he said, "Don't worry, my friend. We'll find a way." The crab thought hard and came up with a clever plan. He whispered it to the male crane, who felt a spark of hope. He rushed back to share it with his mate. The female crane was nervous. "Will this work?" she asked. "We can't lose more eggs." The male, determined, replied, "We have to try." When she laid new eggs, they followed the crab's plan. The male crane caught small fish and laid them in a trail from a mongoose's burrow to their tree, hoping to lure the mongoose closer. Then, he flew to the snake's den and loudly announced their new eggs, tempting the snake to come. It was risky, but they had to act to save their family. The plan worked at first. The mongoose, smelling the fish, followed the trail to the tree. At the same time, the snake slithered toward the nest, drawn by the crane's announcement. When the mongoose saw the snake, it thought the snake was a threat and attacked. The two fought fiercely, clawing and hissing, each trying to win. The battle lasted a long time, but finally, the mongoose killed the snake. From their nest, the cranes watched, relieved. Their enemy, the snake, was gone, but their joy was short-lived. The next day, after fishing, the cranes returned to a shocking sight. The mongoose was climbing down from their tree. They rushed to the nest and found it empty. The mongoose, drawn by the fish, had eaten their eggs. This new predator was worse than the snake. The cranes were heartbroken again, their clever plan having backfired. They had solved one problem but created a bigger one, losing their eggs to a hungrier, bolder thief. The crane's story teaches a lesson about life's challenges. Sometimes, we try quick fixes, like the crane's plan to trick the mongoose, but these can lead to worse troubles. For example, people might take loans to solve money problems, only to face bigger debts. The cranes acted out of desperation, but their rushed plan brought new dangers. It's better to stay calm, think carefully, and consider the outcomes of our choices to avoid making things worse when solving problems. Life is like the crane's tail, full of unexpected twists. When we face problems, it's tempting to act fast, but haste can lead to mistakes. The cranes didn't think their plan through and lost everything. Similarly, We might choose easy solutions without seeing the risks, like trusting a bad deal or ignoring small problems until they grow. The key is to pause, plan wisely, and weigh the consequences so we can solve problems without creating new ones that hurt us more.